Oh no, it wasn't recording. No shit, no. Oh, okay. I don't know if I have the footage or not, but there's some trees here. So that sign is there for a reason. We had to go back. Probably not the last time. I can imagine this will happen more as we are going. Just noticed that my camera wasn't running. But anyway. This is what makes a biker so excited. I just want to take a second to take it in. But then my navigation just said, nah, you're gonna do another one. Hello. At least you get to see a little bit more of the Stelvio. So this is actually the best view that I can give you. That was freaking awesome. It feels like coming home somehow. And a very, very good morning to you. Welcome on the 20th of July. This very early ride, not too early though, because of the fact that we're starting at the McDonald's in Winschoten again. I don't know if you see here on the floor, but we actually had one of our biggest storms this year. Last night, between midnight and 2:30, it was disaster. Even that much, we got an alert this morning on our cell phone not to call 911 for anything silly, as they are way too busy doing everything. So, what does that mean for the route that Johan has set out today? I have no idea. It's 243 kilometers, 5 hours, but because of everything falling down, and especially Veendam and Farmstrom are very much hit, and yes, we're going there, like you see right here. Yeah, so we probably have to do a detour or two. What can you expect today? We are going to the Drents Wold again, because we love the place. What more can I say? And then we are going to go south of Emmen. We go back into Germany, and then eventually we have an ice cream in Bourtange. And Bourtange is one of the highlights of this trip today. I have my drone with me, yay! So I can use that as well at the same time as I am trying to navigate through the wood on the floor here. It's going to be a very, very lovely ride. Don't worry, I'm not going to cut it up in 12-minute pieces anymore. It's going to be 2 or 3 episodes tops, because I found out that works better for me. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Let's see how we navigate this, the end of this storm. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be warm. It's going to be like 32 degrees and then no cooling until after 5. So yes, we have a little bit of everything today. Wow. You always see that with storms around the time where it's high summer, where all the leaves are in the trees, and then you get a storm like this, and it's just so devastating because everything just catches wind and breaks off. So aside of the little branches in the bottom, on the floor, on the road that we can deal with, those big branches are the ones to look out for. So yes, we need to go a little bit more resilient on this road and do more of our due diligence, just looking around, making sure that we are not slipping on any of that crap. Although I have to say the main roads look okay and nice, but I can imagine that once we are going to Veendam that might change very quickly, because the alert that I got this morning told that they were hit specifically. Well, the nice thing is about starting close to you is that at least here, this is the starting point, and it's around the point of my home. So that's very nice. I see a couple of bikes already. Awesome. Yes. Let's melt away today. Oh wow. And away we go. Beide. Ja. Yeah, that's lovely. Still some storm damage. I think that's gonna be the scenery for today, I would assume. So as you could see, for a long time there was a lot of storm damage everywhere. But I just wanted to take a second and show you the beautiful city center of Winschoten. Yes, Winschoten is not that big, but we have like this nice artist house. As I'm losing my group, this roundabout that absolutely makes zero amount of sense, and everybody agrees. But it is quite nice to live here. It's a small village close to the German border, and because it's close to the German border, there's a lot of shops that Germans normally go shopping for, and that is on a Sunday because Germany has everything closed on a Sunday. But I do have to say I enjoy living here just because of the fact that all the facilities are here, and it's just nearby the German border. It's lovely, minus the storm damage, I think. The group, as you can see, I only have 2 bikers in front of me, so we have a small group today. I think that due to being midsummer, a lot of people already had plans. Then on top of that, the storm, and then on top of that, the heat that it will be today. So let's just say that the die-hard bikers are here. We are making our way to our first stop, which will be around 90 minutes from now, in Oosterwolde, in order to have some coffee. We just had breakfast, or a small breakfast, small bite, and some drinks. But I'm very particularly worried about how Veendam will look, but I'll show you guys in a sec. Wow. Yeah. 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 Wow. You can really see that the storm here, for some reason it looked like it was heavier here than where we just came from. Or maybe it's just more green and trees, I have no idea, but... Welcome to Meeden. A village a little bit down from where I live. I drive here often, so I know this road. Normally if I go to the south, I always come past here. But it looks like they were hit a little bit heavier than us. And we are also behind a tracker that is currently pulling away branches that are questionable or hanging, as you can see right there. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Yes. So let's see if we can get around it, because of course we don't have to wait. But at least I can get this in action on the camera. Just thank you for everybody that is helping keeping our road safe, so that we can motorcycle today. Woohoo! Ja, want ja, klopt. Ja. Ja. Ik kom zo achter jullie aan, hoor, rij maar door. Hey. I'm getting complaints about how much noise my 3-cylinder is making. Johan, no! I needed to catch up. Whoa, look at this! Oh, it looks like a battlefield there. Whoa. Yeah, okay, now I understand the NL alert from this morning. Oh, I hope that everybody's alright. Bloody hell. Wow. No words. Unbelievable. Oh shit. There was a house over there that got hit by a falling tree, so like half the roof is broken. It's seriously, it doesn't matter where you look, like every tree is broken. Also in gardens and stuff, trees are broken. Wow. Unbelievable. And it's not like they're full in the wind or anything. Like there's a forest next to it. It's not like the wind is just catching on that one street alone. I hope they're all right. I just wanted to take a moment and tell welcome in Veendam. As you saw just on the footage, I'm astonished about the fact how much debris is everywhere and how much is falling. You can see it here as well, with fully grown trees and everything, because there was so much leaves in it and everything else. That's the reason why it all came down. Here, look at that. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody that is working in order to keep the roads clean and safe. I really appreciate it. Even on a Saturday morning, this is not something you could have even imagined happening. Here, people trying to get some stuff out of the water. That doesn't get the feeling away. Welcome to Veendam. Veendam is a quite larger town. I would say actually maybe even bigger than Winschoten. There's a lot of construction and industry here as well. Neat little town. Just because between the German border and Groningen, it has a railway that we just crossed, and there's something special about that railway because they call it the Saxe line, which is to extend the railway from Veendam all the way to Emmen. As there's a steam train with tracks going, but there's still some tracks that needed to be created. And I'm reading now all over the news that they're gonna make some huge steps in it. So that actually would give us a second rail south. So if everything fails at Zwolle, as you could see a couple of videos back, then we would still have a second line that could take us to the rest of the Netherlands by train, rather than cutting us off completely. Seriously. I'm trying to keep the normal road tracks that the cars make in order to not slip, because obviously this slushy can be very, very slippery. Ja. Oh, jongens. Oh. I would have expected some branches, but not that many. Yeah. Yes. Go. I think we should be happy that most of it is already gone. Soms luistert die camera niet. Ja.
Maar dan moeten we naar links. Dat kan dus niet. De brug.
Wij konden hier links. Yeah, it's a mess everywhere. So now you can see a little bit of the other side of the landscape of Groningen, because normally we drive straight out of the neighborhood. So this is a little bit more local for me. So as you can see, very flat as well, very green at this time of year, just because it's been a nice summer with a lot of rain and weather in between. We are now driving still between Veendam and actually we're going a little bit more south to Annen, which is close to Gieten. Which is a huge nature area. So we are heading slowly down south. All these little villages are so neat, or netjes as we would call it out, but just because of the storm damage, I think I find a title for my next video. It's definitely gonna be how much storm damage can there be after a night or something like that. The thing is, we're going through so many nature areas, I expected that would stay for a while. Still looks very lovely everywhere. Lucky my house was spared. I laid awake for about 2 hours because of the storm. But all in all, I want to say that I think we got like the side of it, not dead ahead. I really like this area also for hiking. So the nice thing is about this, and also a little bit more south, is that you got something that's called hunnebeds, and we might be able to see one later on the route. But those are old grave yards or gravestones in a certain formation, and I'll show you a picture on the roll, that are still left behind because well, the rock is still there, of course. But other than that, you have a lot of dunes, nature areas where it's perfectly for hiking. And I remember, especially during my burnout, I was here often. Just stepping away 18, 20, 22 kilometers, no issue. So if you have a camping here or anything else, I think you would actually quite enjoy yourself. Yes, it is flat, it's not hilly like Harz or Switzerland. But actually for hiking, biking, pretty good. I've been just calling out all the old farmhouses that you see here, and that's typical for this region. As you can see here, just these long, that most of them are now converted to houses, by the way, but these are like the really old houses, and this must have been the village center way long time ago. So especially in Drenthe, because of the high water in the wintertime, what they usually did was just to create this hill, and then they would build the house on top of it, so that all the cattle and everything else would be safe in the case of flooding at the beginning of the year. But this is where the oldest people lived, where there are still records of people living here. But as you can see, very nice. This is also a part of the Netherlands. There is, close to Arnhem, there's an open air museum. And that open air museum actually has buildings like these completely reconstructed and sometimes even moved to just save the Dutch heritage. So if you don't have time to do the entire Netherlands, that's something I can recommend, because in just a couple of hours time you see all the aspects of all the provinces that makes the lowlands the lowlands. Yes. I went way too quick there, so I was still on the pump, and I opened it up, and my traction control went up, and I didn't have anything. It didn't go. It is so funny that you're looking around here, and there's absolutely no storm damage. The roads are clear, beautiful weather, everything green. A lot of people recreating. And even cows. So it is amazing. We're not that far from where we were with the devastation, and then so really the wind just had to fall down at that point. I don't know. Oh, you learn something every day. Let's just put it on that. I'll make it the tip of the day, y'all. If you have a suspension setting on your bike and you want to set it while driving, because you see that this road is kind of bumpy, you can set it, but for a second you need to put your clutch and your brake so that it has time to set, and then it says okay, and then you can start driving again. So for the people that don't know, tip of the day. Why is everybody standing still? Why are they plucking at the trees? What are they doing? Like that's like the fourth person I see doing that. It's not like there's fruit or, or an apple or something, but weird. No. An oak is not producing anything, only nice wood for furniture. Talked well as an engineer, yes. But no idea what they're doing. It's not like they're pulling broken branches away or something. There's no way. Oh yeah. Like aliens are coming with the crop circles. Yeah, but those are bicycles. You never give those preference. And there's the A28, I just wanted to say, yes. And again, no storm damage whatsoever here. Weet je nog hoe dat café heet? Dan hou ik mijn ogen ook nog even open. Ja. Ah. Ja. Ja, dat is niet hier. Nee. Deze gaat recht door het dorp heen. It is just beautiful landscaping, and then you see all those farmhouses just peeking through the trees and stuff. Really beautiful. We've been in this area before also in previous videos, but it is really nice. There's a reason we're here, right? It is really nice. And we were just talking about the fact that it goes from closed to open fields and everything else, a little bit in the shade, a little bit in the sun, a little bit of everything. The only thing that is not there are the hills. For example, if you compare it to Luxembourg or the previous episodes in Harz. But it's home. We are closing up to our first break. I also hope to raise the drone there a little bit as well, to show you a bit of the nature area. As you can see, there's no storm damage anymore. Yes, the storm came over here, but for some reason Veendam just was hit very, very much more than anything else around it. This could be a nice road if you were going 80. Inderdaad, ik moet ze niet te vaak losschroeven. As we are closing in on our first stop, I really have to say the highlight of this movie was actually the storm from yesterday. A lot of damage was done. Unbelievable. I've never seen it that heavy like that, and also so localized as well. We're gonna stop for a little bit of a drink, maybe a snack, a little snack, because this is not the midway break. It's now 10:39, so perfectly on time. Try to see if I can get the drone up there in order to make some footage, because the neighborhood is really, really beautiful. But we're now making our way into the city center. I think at some point there was a train here, because this is called Stationsstraat, and that building looks like could be a station, but there's nothing anymore. Yes. All right. Oh, het says geen motoren hier. Ja, ik denk het ook. Ik zet hem gewoon even naast. Nu hoef ik mijn apparatuur er ook niet af te halen. I have to admit, I've never seen a bridge do this though. You just go straight up. Still taking away the storm damage. Dang! We are going to a cafe for lunch, which is called Café Rockefeller.